the Wild West, an unforgiving land of vast plains, towering mountains, and endless horizons. It was a place where only the strongest survived, where legends were born in the heat of battle, and where the fate of entire peoples hung in the balance. This was the stage for some of the greatest Native American chiefs and leaders, warriors whose names have become synonymous with courage, defiance, and an unbreakable spirit. Their stories are not just tales of resistance, but of leadership, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of justice for their people. As the sun rises over the Great Plains, the figure of Sitting Bull stands tall, a beacon of resilience. Known for his unyielding spirit and his role in the legendary defeat of Custer at the Battle of the Little Bighorn, Sitting Bull became a symbol of Native American resistance. But in the early hours of December 15, 1890, this mighty Hunkpapa Lakota Sioux leader faced his final battle. In a chaotic struggle during his arrest, Sitting Bull was shot and killed. His death marked the end of an era, but it ignited a legacy that would burn brightly through the ages. Today, Sitting Bull is remembered as a warrior who never wavered, a leader whose courage in the face of overwhelming odds continues to inspire. His spirit, like the wind that sweeps across the plains, remains untamed, a lasting testament to the fight for his people's freedom. In the scorching deserts of the Southwest, where survival itself is a daily battle, Geronimo, the fierce leader of the Chiricahua Apache, waged a relentless war against those who sought to take his people's land. For decades, Geronimo led daring raids, his warriors striking swiftly and disappearing into the rugged mountains. His name became a battle cry, a symbol of defiance against all odds. But even the fiercest warriors must eventually face surrender. In 1886, surrounded and outnumbered, Geronimo surrendered to U.S. forces. Though he lived out his days as a prisoner of war, dying in 1909 after being thrown from his horse, Geronimo's legacy as a symbol of resistance was firmly cemented. Geronimo's name lives on, a testament to his unbreakable spirit and the indomitable will of the Apache people. His tactics are studied, his image immortalized, and his story continues to inspire those who fight for freedom against all odds. Amid the chaos of battle, where the air is thick with smoke and the ground trembles with the thunder of hooves, stands Crazy Horse, his war paint gleams under the sun as he leads his warriors with unmatched ferocity at the Battle of the Little Bighorn. But victory, though sweet, is often short-lived. Just a year later, in 1877, Crazy Horse was betrayed and cornered, meeting his end not on the battlefield, but by a soldier's bayonet during a scuffle at Fort Robinson. Yet, even in death, Crazy Horse's legend grew. Refusing to be photographed, shunning fame, he remains a ghostly figure, a symbol of unyielding resistance. His likeness, carved into the Black Hills, stands as a monumental tribute to a man who refused to be conquered. The mountains loom large, their rugged peaks a sanctuary and a trap. Chief Joseph of the Nez Perce leads his people on an epic retreat, fleeing the relentless pursuit of U.S. forces. For over 1,400 miles they travel, hoping for the safety of the Canadian border. But just 40 miles short, exhausted and outnumbered, Chief Joseph makes the heartbreaking decision to surrender. His words, "I will fight no more forever," echo through history, a poignant reminder of the struggle and suffering of his people. Chief Joseph lived out his remaining years in exile, dying in 1904, his heart heavy with the weight of his people's loss. Chief Joseph's legacy is one of dignity and honor. His leadership in the face of impossible odds, his compassion for his people, and his eloquence in defeat have made him a revered figure in American history. His story stands as a powerful testament to the human cost of westward expansion and the enduring spirit of those who sought peace. The Bozeman Trail, a vital artery for settlers, but for the Lakota, a direct threat to their way of life. Red Cloud, the Oglala Lakota chief, recognized this danger and took decisive action. For 2 years, he led a guerrilla war against the U.S. Army, his warriors attacking with ruthless precision. In 1868, Red Cloud forced the U.S. government to the negotiating table, securing the Treaty of Fort Laramie and temporarily halting the advance of settlers. But gold, the eternal lure, reignited the conflict, and Red Cloud, ever pragmatic, chose to negotiate rather than fight a hopeless war. He spent his later years as an advocate for his people, passing away in 1909 respected by all. Red Cloud's legacy is one of strategic brilliance and relentless determination. He is remembered as a leader who won significant concessions for his people, and his name remains a symbol of resistance and resilience, a reminder of the strength of Native American leadership. The sound of war drums reverberates through the forests of the Great Lakes, where Tecumseh, the visionary Shawnee leader, seeks to unite the tribes into a powerful confederation. His dream is ambitious, a united front against the encroaching settlers. With fiery speeches and unwavering resolve, Tecumseh rallies warriors from diverse tribes, fighting alongside the British in the War of 1812. But fate takes a cruel turn. On October 5, 1813, at the Battle of the Thames, Tecumseh falls, his vision of unity shattered. Yet in death, he became a legend, his name forever associated with the fight for native sovereignty. Tecumseh's legacy is one of bravery, vision, and sacrifice. He is celebrated as a leader who dared to dream of unity in the face of division, and his story continues to inspire those who seek justice and sovereignty for indigenous peoples. Tecumseh's life and death remind us of the power of leadership and the enduring struggle for a better future. In the fertile lands of Illinois, Black Hawk, a leader of the Sauk tribe, stands defiant against the forces that seek to displace his people. The Black Hawk War of 1832 was a desperate struggle to reclaim ancestral lands ceded under questionable circumstances. Black Hawk led his band through raids and battles, using the wilderness as both a shield and a sword. But in the end, his forces were overwhelmed, and Black Hawk was captured. His defeat marked the end of Native American resistance in the Old Northwest, but his spirit remained unbroken. Even in captivity, Black Hawk's legacy grew. His autobiography, one of the first published by a Native American, offered a powerful insight into his life and struggles. Today, Black Hawk is remembered as a symbol of resilience, a leader who fought to the very end to defend his people's way of life. In the rugged deserts of Arizona, where the land itself seems to rise up in defense, Cochise, the leader of the Chiricahua Apache, waged one of the longest and most ferocious resistances against Mexican and American forces. Cochise was a master of the land, using the mountains and canyons to launch devastating ambushes. The Apache Wars were a testament to his strategic genius and his unwavering commitment to his people. But even the fiercest leaders must eventually face the end. Cochise died in 1874, likely of natural causes, but his legacy of resistance lived on through the continued struggle of the Apache people. Cochise's name is now synonymous with the spirit of defiance. His leadership during the Apache Wars solidified his place as one of the most respected Native American leaders. Even after his death, his legacy influenced the next generation of Apache warriors, ensuring that his fight would not be forgotten. In the misty forests of the Pacific Northwest, Chief Seattle, a leader of the Suquamish and Duwamish tribes, stands as a figure of wisdom and peace. Born around 1786, Chief Seattle understood the tides of change that were sweeping through his homeland. Rather than resist with force, he chose the path of diplomacy, negotiating with the settlers and striving to secure a future for his people in a rapidly changing world. His most enduring legacy is the speech attributed to him, a powerful statement of environmental stewardship and the interconnectedness of all life. Chief Seattle passed away in 1866, but his influence has only grown. The city of Seattle, Washington, bears his name, and his words continue to resonate in discussions about the environment and indigenous rights. Chief Seattle's legacy is one of wisdom, a leader who saw the bigger picture and fought to preserve his people's heritage in the face of inevitable change. These were the warriors, the leaders, the legends of the Wild West. Sitting Bull, Geronimo, Crazy Horse, Chief Joseph, Red Cloud, Tecumseh, Black Hawk, Cochise, and Chief Seattle, each faced the challenges of their time with unparalleled courage and left behind legacies that have shaped the course of history. Their stories are not just tales of the past, they are the enduring echoes of resilience and leadership,